So poor Scotty, you know. Last time around when he was chasing after some lovely lady on the ship, she wasn't really interested, and she ended up falling in love with Apollo even after he, so poor Scotty, he just was unlucky in love, and but now he moved on to a new girlfriend who, she's a little nicer to him, but you can't help but get the feeling that she's like, well, I really like you, just not like that. We can just be friends. Yeah, poor Scotty. But, who knows? Maybe things could have worked out. Well, if we're following the narrative, he ends up with Uhura in the movies. In the original timeline, not the Kelvin one. Anyway, so there you go. That's where, in their twilight years, they fall in love. How about that? But in the lights of Zetar, there is a young lieutenant named Mira Romaine, and boy, Scotty's all smitten, and keeps hanging around her all the time, not doing his job, and causing trouble. But she's being transferred to a base called Memory Alpha, which is the central library of the Federation. All their knowledge and stuff is stored at this base. And so the Enterprise is going to bring her over there. And but then suddenly this strange cosmic storm appears and is traveling at warp speed and is headed right for Memory Alpha. And so the Enterprise intercepts it, and they get attacked by it. And for whatever reason, Mira Romaine comes into contact with it and has some sort of connection to it. She collapses, and then she starts having these weird belches. Hey, you still love her now, Scotty? And then these psychedelic colors show up in her eye and stuff. So something's happened. So they're all confused and wondering what's this all about. And so they are head towards Memory Alpha, but Memory Alpha is about to get attacked by the storm. They try to contact it, but they can't get through, and so it hits the planet. And the Enterprise shows up, and everybody on the base is, well, almost everybody. There's one lady who was barely alive, and then she dies, and she's also belching like Mira did. She's and her face turns all these colors and stuff. And they're like, what the hell is this all about? Well, it turns out Mira actually had a premonition of the very sight of all the dead aliens and stuff laying around on the base. And it's all, what's going on here? And they question her whether she had any kind of, ESP experiences or what, and she doesn't quite recall any of that. I forget. I think they caught on to something. But, there's some reason as to why she survived and no one else does. Everybody else that comes in contact, they all die of brain hemorrhages and whatnot. And but there's something special about Mira. And Scotty could tell you that. So ultimately, they come into contact with this entity again, and it wants to make contact with Mira. And it turns out the cosmic storm is not a cosmic storm. It is the collective consciousness of a dead planet called Zetar. And somehow, a couple hundred of people manage to transport their consciousness out into space, and they're traveling for a host. And apparently Mira is just the perfect catch. And so all the other ones, they didn't mean to kill them. They were trying to store themselves into their minds, but it just didn't work. They all stroked out, But for whatever reason, Mira, she can handle it. But of course, she's like, hey, I don't want to. So Kirk manages to talk to them through her and says, look, it's her body, you can't just do that. And they said, no, we're going to do this. We're not giving her up. So they stick her in a pressure chamber, and, I can't remember, did they deplete the pressure or add the pressure? I forget exactly. And they're talking about it could kill her too, but got to take the risk, which I would have thought it would have killed her, but No, it was just enough to get rid of them. So they couldn't handle it, and they disintegrate. And she survives, and Scotty's all happy. But then, of course, she's got to go fix up Memory Alpha and sort of take that over. So, sorry, Scotty. So, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure she probably inevitably friend-zoned poor Scotty. Well, better luck next. Well, of course, you end up with Uhura in your later years, so there's that. Anyway, it's actually a pretty good episode. You have the interesting concepts of how they were. Well, they don't really explain how they were. Who knows what the Zetar people were like, what abilities they had, but to be able to accomplish this, and it was all for nothing. And I don't know if there are other versions of this was like, well, do we have the right to exterminate them like this? Just to save our crewmen? Well, I would say, look, they're attacking this woman. They're taking possession of her body. She doesn't want any of it. So I think Kirk made the right choice here. And they're able to work this out where it pretty much is on the ship show, even though they do go to the Memory Alpha base. But, it's just some of the same sets. You see some of the same props and stuff from other episodes, but it stands to reason. It's all Federation property, so if it looks the same, it's meant to, so it doesn't matter. And works out great, I thought, So there you go. It's just, but again, poor Scotty, And he has to keep getting embarrassed because Kirk's like, Scotty, stop checking her out. Trust me, she's not that great. Oh, wait. Well, maybe not, but it is Kirk, so. But anyway, there we go. The lights of Zetar, or is it Zetar? Well, they're dead, so I guess it doesn't matter. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.